Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my hardcore challenge. Today we're continuing with Padme the Paladin, and we're gonna get started. She's rested in the inn and is ready to start on her journey, and so let's get started with this episode. Before I go start, actually, I'll just quickly go over what this challenge is. The first steps you're clicking on. I recommend going to the recap episode that I put after the first 8 episodes. That is going to give you a good recap of the first 8 episodes, because the first 8 episodes were kind of boring. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to get all the classes for the Alliance realm, or the Alliance faction on one realm, to level 60, all without dying. And when someone dies, I have to restart that class, and I can't use the auction house, I can't group up with other players, I can't use add-ons, I can't look up stuff online. And so those are the self-imposed rules that I'm working with while playing this challenge. So if you're interested to know a bit more, go back to the recap video and check out the previous videos. But today we're continuing on with the Paladin. Every episode is a new character and we kind of rotate through them. So today we're doing Paladin. So let's just get started. Okay, so let's just make sure I gotta set my Hearthstone here. We have a shield, but we're not gonna really be using a shield yet, I don't think. We have maces. Okay, well first things first, let's hand in this quest here, and actually, I'll be right back. Sorry guys, just gonna do a quick cut in this video. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Just had a quick thing I need to take care of before we got started. Okay, so yeah, this character, no bags to start with, so that's a little unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. So Padme is going to be my blacksmith, which I'm dreading leveling up because blacksmithing takes, especially later on, an absurd amount of resources to level up effectively. But we're gonna do it. So they're gonna be a miner. I think I'm just gonna sell a shield. It's not a very good shield anyway, and I'm gonna stick with a two-hander for now. It works better with Paladin seals, the two-hander to start. So we'll go with that. And so where's the mining trainer for here? Is it up in Ironforge? Because I might want to get mining right away. Dilgree's Depot. Okay, so just over there. Perfect. Okay. And we gotta deliver some tools over there anyway. Okay, let's do it. All right. So Paladin, I just finished the Warrior episode. That's the last episode that came out, and that one went quite well. I'm expecting Paladin to also go quite well. Paladin's quite strong this early. Like, they deal excellent damage this early on. They have self heals. They have like defensive cooldowns already. You know, it's quite good. They're quite set up to be quite powerful. They're just kind of slow. That's really the only thing Paladins have on knock on them. They're safe. They actually deal fine damage. Like, considering, you know, what's going on, but they're just a bit slow and boring. That's all. So not too concerned about the survivability of a paladin. It's pretty easy to escape and survive combat, but the main thing that you are concerned about is well, nothing really, actually. Sorry, not really concerned about much. We just got mining because we're gonna need that, and I didn't get mining right away on the warrior because I really wanted to spend extra money on upgrading my weapon and that kind of stuff. But for the paladin, it's way less important for me to have the best kind of weapons and stuff available to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get mining right away on this character, and it's right here, whereas in the human zone you have to go all the way to Storm to get mining. So now we got mining already right away here, and we could just go ahead and get started. So what do we got? We gotta get boar ribs, gotta kill wendigos, we gotta stock the jet stream, chunks of boar meat and thick bear fur. So we're just gonna be killing stuff for the most part, heading over towards that ammo for rumble shot as well. But yeah, this episode, planning to get close to level 10, just like the warrior, but it might be a little slower. Like I said, paladins are a little slow, but at early levels, it might actually not be that much of a difference at all. Could be even that paladins are faster. so we'll have to see. But we'll just kind of play for, you know, roughly maybe an hour, hour and a half kind of thing. Yeah, we'll go for a little bit. Try and get to close to level 10 or to level 10, kind of to end the episode there. It's kind of what I'm going to aim for all the second episode for each character. Maybe do a couple, you know, dangerous things, have some excitement going on, but not too worried. Where is actually what I really would like to know? Actually, I might not have trained level 6 paladin stuff, so let's have a look at that. And also, I wanted to have a look at this because I do want to get that eventually if I can swing it. So that's pretty far off though. That's 7. And this actually wouldn't be bad with the shield actually. So keep that dwarven shield. It'll be in the buyback zone for a little while. So that's okay. Blacksmithing supplies, journeyman blacksmith. So I could train this right away, but I think it might not be worth it. Although that's a pretty decent weapon right there. Blacksmith 15. No point in training it right this second because I don't even have any ore or anything. But definitely something to look into. Where is the paladin trainer? Probably in the inn. Just double check where it is. Paladin. Yeah, in the inn. Okay. So I actually might not have trained level 6 paladin skills, and I wanted to check to see what's going to be upcoming at 8 to kind of see how much silver I'm gonna need to be training as holding up. So parry's definitely worth it, so 1 silver there. Purify, not that important, but it is nice to have. That's only a silver as well, so silver there, and then level 8 silver there. Silver Crusader, not important. So 3 silver, really, you know, that's about it. Yeah, we can keep that in mind. Like 2 or 3 silver would be nice for training. There's also a physician there, but I might as well wait there. Wait to do that. And I'm gonna sell as much as I can because I only have the backpack. I don't have any extra bags, so I'm gonna keep my inventory as clear as possible while doing all this. But you know, like we'll make it so clear. There's a bear for me to kill, and let's get going. Denmark is a great zone for copper ore, so I'm pretty excited about that. There's lots of good caves, but like with all hardcore characters, caves are dangerous, so I'm gonna be kind of putting off caves as long as I can, or kind of indefinitely for some caves. Some caves are just simply too dangerous for any kind of reasonable level to do. Like the cave that's over here with all the trogs, I just might not do that cave. It is super sketchy in there. Like it's so dangerous to go in that cave. You just never know when things are gonna go really bad for you. So probably gonna try and avoid that cave. But we'll see how things go. See what level we are at and how things are going. All right, we got rumble shots ammo. I'm just gonna continue to kill boars as we head over to rumble shot. Yeah, paladins feel like they kill things really fast. At this level at least, not even with like a particularly good weapon either, so that's pretty sweet. And you got self-healing, that's pretty huge for paladins. Got a bubble. Yeah, you're just kind of really set up to not really have too many dangerous situations as long as you play it safe. Whereas a warrior, you can play it relatively safe and you can get into some pretty nasty situations, you know. So it's kind of with a warrior, you really got to play things safe all the time, and even then things are going wrong. But as a paladin, if you play things safe, you're never going to be in danger, like really ever. You have a really strong healing suite, great defensive cooldowns, and you deal fine damage without using too much mana. Like literally just your auto attacks with your seal up, which, you know, uses like a little bit of mana every 30 seconds. Like judgment is a bonus damage, like if you have the mana to spare. But if you're in a fight that you can't spare mana, just having your seal up to deal that extra damage and just auto attacking and then using the rest of your mana for healing and other things like that, that's a fine way to slowly win a fight that could be dangerous to you, right? So definitely about resource management with paladin, as it is with many classes in WoW. But like as long as you have a lot of mana, like you're fine. Like it's pretty hard for you to die unless you've pulled way too many things and you can't even get a heal off. then I guess you're in trouble. But if you pull too many things, you pull too many things. Like 2, 3 things on you, you should be okay. You know, there's no reason for you to panic. And there's a couple things on you. And as you can see, we're already, you know, the rested XP really speeds you along, just like on the warrior. We're already almost level 7, super fast. And there's our first copper ore on the character, so that's nice. We'll just go over there and get that. Yeah, space is definitely going to be a concern on this character, like I said. With no extra bags and doing mining early, it's gonna get full pretty quick. So we're gonna have to do little excursions to go back and sell pretty frequently, or else things are gonna get pretty tight in the bag department. Yeah, and this is kind of what I meant. I think I said this in an earlier video. When rested XP, it maxes out at a level and a half over 10 days. So it takes 10 days to get to max rested XP, and it only covers a level and a half of killing mobs. Because rested XP increases your XP gain from killing mobs, but not from quests or anything. So it's a level and a half at most of mob killing, which sounds like a lot, but at this level, it goes away, as you can see, incredibly fast. We didn't have quite the max on this character. We played a little faster than 10 days apart, but early on, you're just gonna burn through that just really, really fast. So, like later on, kind of in the mid levels and late levels, rested XP, max rested XP can last you a very long time. So it scales with your level. So later on in the challenge, we might do like, we might not even get through a whole rested XP bar in one episode at all. You know, we might just perpetually be rested at a certain point in the challenge, you know, every 8 days, not even get through it, you know, that kind of thing. So definitely early on is not quite as beneficial, but it still helps. Every bit helps. Like, you know, we leveled up to level 7 way faster than we would have otherwise, and we're a little bit ahead on the leveling curve for future quests, and that's also something that really helps. It helps just be a little bit ahead instead of slightly behind. If you level with 0 rested XP and you just go and level as fast as you can and never take breaks, you know, like some people do at the start of a new realm or new expansion, stuff like that, you definitely kind of under level in classic if you don't have any rested XP. If you do all the quests kind of are available to you in a zone or at a level bracket, you still might not quite be there. Whereas if you're rested, you're gonna be cruising. You're gonna be like having no issues on that front with XP, which is hopefully what I'm gonna see in this. And then it's also just if you have to kill us things to get to a certain level, you're at less risk of dying, and you're gonna be slightly ahead. And so you're gonna have less risk dying the next things that you're doing. So you're just kind of always, and also just the amount of just like mindless grinding I'm gonna have to do if I'm kind of just using that rested XP to stay on curve or ahead of the curve. So that's gonna be really nice. We got 2 ores right next to each other, which is great. Love to see that. So we'll probably just finish this quest and then head back into town to sell things and maybe get blacksmithing started. Right? I think we can get up this side. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Maybe. Yep, we can. Great. I said I needed 3 silver and then around 7 silver for the weapon, so getting to 10 silver in the next level, so in terms of selling things and stuff, would be nice. Yeah, would be good. I don't think we'll get there, but that would be ideal. We just want to kill boars now. That's kind of the main thing we want to be killing here. Well, I'll kill a snow leopard. Why not? Yeah, this is going to be pretty smooth, pretty easy to go. Pretty much next, the only real challenge that we're going to come into soon is going to be that that Wendigo cave that we kind of passed by earlier. That's going to be the only area that is going to challenge us anytime soon in terms of danger. Killing these boars really just can't really be that dangerous, just kind of by definition. They're really not that scary for us. Heal, and let's move on to the next mob. And like I've said in the past, warrior is really the only class that is really dangerous. Every other class has tons of ways to escape or self-heal or have, you know, ways to just survive fights that you wouldn't normally. Whereas warrior, you just don't have those, especially early on. You just don't have any of that. So it could be really dangerous. Everything else early on has lots of stuff. Ranged abilities, pets, healing, defensive cooldowns, or some classes have multiple of those things. But definitely, warrior is going to be probably the episodes that are like the most exciting in terms of like chances to die and stuff. Every other class is going to hopefully be low stress and we make it through. But I'm definitely expecting, like I've said in the past, I'm expecting this challenge to just simply never end, because I think it's so difficult to do. You just never, like, you just don't know when things are gonna go wrong. You could be smooth sailing, think, things went great, no problem, and then all of a sudden you die. And that can happen at any time. That can happen at level 10. It can happen at level 58. You know, and we'll just have to roll with the punches. You know, when someone dies, we're just gonna have to continue on, soldier on. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, and when it does, we'll just gonna have to continue on. Need 3 more cragboar ribs, and then we'll be good to go. Cragboar's here. The bear. Exactly what we want. It's a boar way over there. And there's some more boars. Good. Okay. Let's boar first. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So we'll hand in this quick quest here, and then go do this quick quest, and we'll actually send this to our hunter, who's going to be our only person who does cooking. There are some benefits to having every character do cooking. There are some quests that are only available to people who have a certain level of cooking, but it's not worth enough to level up cooking on all my characters. I'm going to level up first aid on almost all my characters. I'm going to level up other professions on all characters, but cooking and fishing is only going to be on one character. You really only need it on one character. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I can send meals to all my characters if I want everyone to have well-fed food and stuff like that. But that's kind of thing I mentioned in previous video. If you didn't catch it or we didn't watch that one, I'm gonna be kind of doing a lot of that stuff where like I'm sending profession materials between characters and sending profession outputs to between characters. I'm gonna be doing all that kind of off screen and just giving you guys updates when I start new characters, if I sent anything to them of note, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's sell here and see what we ended up with. Not quite enough to buy that weapon, and still have enough for anything interesting. Sorry, excuse me. Quick drink of water here. Okay, so we need the Rhapsody Malt for this quest. Okay, we got 5 beer bass words and the recipe and a little bit of silver. That's nice. I'm gonna go get the weapon. I know it means I'm not gonna necessarily have the silver right away to buy the skills at level 8, but I'm not quite level 8, and we're gonna go in that cave now. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna go into that cave next, and so there'll be a lot of loot in that cave, I'd imagine, for us to get. So I'm gonna buy the weapon now and have that for the cave. I'm also going to purchase level 1 blacksmithing. Only costs 10 copper, so let's just get that and see if actually we can. Is there any armor we can make right away here? That might help us a little bit there too. We can make this in the field. So if we pick up some linen, we can make these sharpening stones in the field. This rough copper vest would be better, and these bracers also be better because I don't have any bracers. So if we could make quickly some bars of copper, I think it was 6 bars. Did create all anyway. I think that might as well do that. These are kind of little edges I'm gonna be using. It's really not that much, and in a normal playthrough, it literally wouldn't matter. But it's always nice to have that little bit extra armor, that better cure, that better, all the potions already set out, ready to go. Your well-fed food, every little edge you can get, you want to be taking advantage of that. I think I accidentally overmade one, but that's okay. So we'll make a copper bracers. I need a blacksmithing hammer. Okay. Hammer. So yeah, it's annoying because it's gonna take up more inventory space, but that's okay. And we still have 1 silver, and we're gonna, get a little bit of silver from the cave, and so we should be fine on that kind of stuff. And then we'll sell this ragged leather cloak I may have had, and yeah, it's a little not the best inventory that I can imagine going into a cave. Probably gonna have to drop some stuff eventually, but it is what it is. I wish I hadn't made that extra copper bar, but that's okay. Sometimes these things happen. Okay, we're gonna go into the Wendigo cave to do this Grizzled Den quest. Not Wendigo, like, it should be fine. I am not too concerned. It's the Kobold cave in Elven Forest for a warrior. I think it's much more dangerous, so we're not at as much risk. And we're a paladin, we have self-healing, we have bubbles. We don't have any health potions or anything like that like we did on the warrior, so we don't have any kind of like bonus kind of tools to use in the situation. But you guys are level 6 at the start here, so, and we're not going to go too deep in the cave because there's no reason to. I'll take a quick peek in to see if there's any ore near the start that I might want to go towards, but there's no reason to go super deep in the cave and put ourselves at unnecessary risk. These young Wendigos are no problem. Pretty sure the Wendigos, the bigger Wendigos that are inside the cave, have a slightly higher drop chance for the item we're looking for. That Malachite could go to my engineer, Danos. But like I mentioned in the previous video, sending stuff between characters does cost, and in the long term, an insignificant amount of copper. But in the short term, that amount of copper does does make a difference, you know, 60, 30, maybe even 90 copper, those kinds of things. It really can make a difference. So. I'm gonna pop in the cave really, you know, just a tiny bit, just to see if there's any copper that comes up on the map, and none so far, so might just go, you know, 10 feet in or so, just have a look, but might as well eat the well-fed food, get us going on that. Like I said, want every advantage we can get. Oh, and we did get a health pot, so. Yeah, we'll go until we see kind of like more of that room right there on the map. And if we don't see any copper there, we'll turn around. Yeah, I think that's probably the right call. Ooh. Well. That is something to work towards. That's a really nice two-handed axe. Spirit and strength is fine, but it's good damage per second. Nice and slow. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that and see if I can get 10 silver to train two-handed axes in Ironforge, because I'm pretty sure that is trained in Ironforge, so. Yeah, that's a nice little early drop for us. That's pretty sweet. Love to see it. Yeah, gonna need 10 silver to train two-handed axes, so that could sit in our inventory for a little bit of time. Might be worth going to Ironforge, put it in the bank, because it could be a level or two before we even come close. Yeah, still not seeing any copper, which is a little disappointing. Expected to see a little bit of copper. Just gonna go a tiny bit farther in. But at this point, if I don't see any copper, that's kind of just gonna be how it is. I'm not gonna go, oh, there's a chest. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go a little farther. Just a little farther. Little dangerous, but you know, like to keep things a little interesting here. And these guys are not causing us too much issues. We're doing fine fighting them, and this new weapon is doing good work here. Tigers on, yeah, we're kind of already, as you can see, we're already getting full up on inventory space. Might need to use some copper to send some stuff to. Probably is actually just worth heading up, because there's a few things that I'm going to want to send to people, but I don't think I want to do that right away, because it's going to cost a little bit of copper that I don't really want to spend. So what I'm probably going to do is head to Ironforge sometime soon and put things in the bank. Probably is worth doing. Yeah, the stuff that we've got here from the cave looks like it should be enough to get us to 3 or so silver. Let me hit a light. Excellent. Oh, loose chain belts. That's nice. That's good. Probably not gonna be able to take a ton out of this chest. A little bit of linen cloth, a cracked bow. Well, one of these is worth a lot more to the vendor than not, but I'm gonna want to keep both of them if I can. This chunk of boar meat can go. I'm gonna get way more than I need of that. Gonna want that linen. What's something here? I could just destroy the blacksmith and buy it back. How much? I forget how much it costs though. Ooh, this tough jerky. There we go. Sorry, didn't even see that. My bad. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's you know what? I'm probably just gonna hurt out of here no matter what. So let's just continue down, and yeah, we see some copper, so that's nice to see. Yeah, this is going really smoothly. Not really concerned. But these guys, we're dealing with them really well, so. Yeah, really excited about this 200 axe. It's pretty sweet. And of the boar isn't the best kind of name you can get, which gives spirit and strength. Spirit's fine. It's pretty good for paladins actually, because you do use mana at the start of fights, and then you try not to use mana during it. So there's a lot of mana regenning that happens during fights. So spirit's actually probably, you know, pretty good for paladins compared to some other classes that kind of use users all the time and just need to eat and drink to get them back. Kind of spirit's not really doing much then. Ooh. Didn't expect that necessarily, but I think we'll be just fine. Level 6 stuff. Not too concerned, and these guys don't run away and aggro more guys, so that's really also what helps here. These guys don't run away when they get low, and so they have no chance to aggro extra guys as long as you are standing in good spots. So it's another part of this that makes this not so bad. And then we are done with this. Oof. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. It's not too much. Okay, so we'll mine this ore and then we'll hearth out of here. Back to Karanos. Hopefully we have enough space for everything from this ore vein. I think we should. And there we are. And let's hearth it back to the Thunderbrew Distillery. Kind of see where we're at. Yeah, I think we're gonna have enough for all our skills. We're gonna have enough for after we hand in these quests, and yeah, it should be just fine. General supplies. Okay, let's sell the gloves, this thing, the bow. That's nice, and that's it for selling actually. So yeah, let's head back out. The quest that that guy has a quest for us now. That's right. I should have got that earlier. Forget what this one is.
What's on your mind?
Kill. Oh, explore Frostmane Hold. Yikes. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. That's dangerous stuff. So that we'll be leaving that for a little bit longer down the road. But at this point, there isn't. And I'm definitely not as familiar with Dun Moreau as I am with some of the other starting zones. So without any add-ons, possible I might miss some quests. It's definitely possible. What comes next? Copper chain pants. Sure. Let's smite up the rest of this copper. No reason not to. Right. Okay. Build a rough weight stone for ourselves. Good. Increase our damage. Quite significantly. It goes from 10 to 16 to 12 to 18, as far as I understand it. Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. It increases our damage, which is just good, obviously. And we'll make some pants, and then we'll be level 5, and that doesn't give us anything. It's okay. Okay, put those pants on, and it might be worth making these. Nah, not yet. We'll hold on to that. If we get to level 15, I might consider it, but we cannot. We could, but then we'd be completely out of copper and stuff, so there's no point to do that just yet. Need a little bit more copper before we continue there. Okay, so let's go ahead and this quest, then do our paladin training, and then decide what we'll do next. That's kind of the plan going forward here. Yeah, space is going to be a real issue on most of these characters until we are able to make some bags for ourselves on our tailor character, who is going to be our mage. So two characters away from now. 2 episodes away from now, we'll start to mage, and we'll see how many bags I can get going in that time frame. Wait, level up to 8. Don't see any other quests here, and I don't believe there are any quests in those rooms over there. So yeah, I think we're good. So let's go get our paladin training done. And yeah, so there's 2 things I could do. I could go up to Ironforge to put some stuff in the bank, or I could just send it. It will cost me a bit of copper, but it'll save me the trip up to Ironforge that I don't need to take yet. I think I might do that. So few quests. I feel like I'm missing something. No, I don't think so. Never mind. I think we're fine. Let's get parry. Yeah, let's get purify, and hammer of justice is great. And we will not get seal of the crusader because we're not gonna use it. Okay, holy light number 2 we already got. Purify and hammer of justice. That's gonna be a useful one. Stun something for 3 seconds. Great for running away or interrupting spellcasting. Excellent, excellent. Not gonna get first aid yet. Cost a whole silver to get, and we don't even have any linen. Okay, so we have a silver and 56 copper, which means we technically could send some of the things we have in our bags to our friends. I think I will. I'll send Danos the Tiger's Eye Malachite because they're gonna need it for engineering, at least for now. And I will send, and that costs 60 copper. 60 copper. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll make it back. And then I'm also gonna send Florana this recipe for the beer bastard bone ribs because they're gonna be our cook. So that's great. And now I will continue on. So let's sell things, hold on to everything else, and okay. So I guess the next thing is to go get a cask from Evershine from Brewwall Village. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing like a quest or something like that. For some reason in my head, it just kind of feels that way, but I don't know where it would be other than where we've been, and I didn't see any extra quests, so we're fine, I guess. We must be. But you know, just one of those things. I'm not gonna hit every quest. I'm gonna feel like I'm missing things all the time, and I might not be where I might be, and that's fine. That's fine. Might have used my hearth a little kind of prematurely because it's still down for another 53 minutes here, and gonna be pretty far away from an inn for the kind of foreseeable future. So, but that's okay. Copper, is that in range for us to get? Yeah, it is. That's great. Way up the hill or anything. That copper is below 2 copper veins below us in the Wendigo cave we were just in, but not worth going to get that. Demeral's pretty great for copper. Lots of hills, lots of mountains that copper can spawn on. Honestly, it might be worth getting a bag with our next 5 silver. Like, having this little inventory space this early is gonna be a real bit. I do remember a quest over here. I think I know what it is, and I think we can do it despite it being an elite quest. There's a way to get by the guy that you'd have to fight normally. Let's go see if we can do that. I think you can get it at this level, level 8, pretty sure. Yeah, so this guy here, old Icebeard, level 11 elite. There is something, there's a quest to get something that's behind him in that cave, but luckily he patrols out of that cave often. So, that's great. It's up here. And we're paladins, so we have a bubble to run away. So, in another class, I wouldn't be so nonchalant about this quest, so, because even if things go really wrong, I can bubble and run. Tundra McGran. Gonna give us some better bracers than what we already have. That's okay. It's XP as well. So he wants us to go behind the cave, behind the guy in the cave. At the end of the cave, there's something we can pick up, and that's what he wants from us. So we just need to kind of hang out until he rolls out of the cave. Get that ore. Have a look. Have a watch for him to come out, because he will come out of the cave and walk up the valley, and then come back. So run in, run out, no problem. Killing him is not a realistic thing I can do at this point. Kill some boars while I wait for some XP, but make sure I don't get distracted. Gotta keep an eye on things. Always keep an eye on him. Make sure I'm not gonna get surprised by him. And want to stick on this side if possible, because if he starts coming out, I'm up there. That's where he goes. He goes up that valley. So I want to stick on this side of it if I can. Sometimes I think this can take some time. It is worth the wait though. It's a quest that kind of it's like a free quest essentially. Like it's a hard quest in the XP it gives. I think it's pretty difficult. It seems it's gonna be difficult, but you could do it without attacking him at all. So very worth doing at this point, I would say. He is just hanging on there, eh? Quickly pull this boar and coming out yet? Nope. Oh, there's a boar for us to kill. Excellent. He's still in there. I swear he does come out. I know it. I've seen it. It might be less frequent than I know though, or than I think I know. Maybe it's not that frequent, but it is, I believe, worth waiting. I'm not gonna cut any of this because we're in the middle of the world, dangerous world. So not going to be cutting any footage here, but we will just hang out for a bit. Enjoy the sounds of dying boars and such. Okay, come on. Old Icebeard. Old Icebeard. Kill one more boar and come back. Now would be the worst time for him to start walking. Right now. Oh, okay, he's coming. Thought that might have been him making his move. Alas, he is not. Promise at this point now I've waited long enough that leaving and going to do something else instead would be silly. Probably any minute now. Really should just stick around here until he leaves. Killed all the boars around here, so can't really do anything else here. Moves. Because he should move. Oh well, these things. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. There he is. Okay, let's give him a really good berth. He is much higher level than us, so he probably has a decently sized aggro radius, and he should head out of the cave and up the valley. And we can run in when it's safe, quickly loot it, run out, and if he's coming back already, we can always bubble and then run this direction, and we should be a-okay. Okay. Good to go. On him if we see our name, if you see our character pop up underneath him there, it means he's aggroed onto us, and we need to get the heck out, but looks like we're good. In here, quickly loot this. Excellent. So, you know, take a little longer than I wanted, but getting that quest done, get that quest out of the way, get that extra XP is pretty great. So yeah, he walks up there, and then he runs back. So that's probably what we saw him running when we first saw him. So that's probably what we saw. So you don't have that big of a window. It's a bit of a tight window. No, not impossible or anything, but if he had aggroed onto us there, we could just bubble and continue running, and we probably would be fine. Yeah. I might not do that quest on every single class, because it is a little more dangerous on some classes. Add rock bracers. Great, 900 XP. That's pretty significant at this point for that little effort. And yeah, now we'll head towards Evershine. Oof, that was a little farther of a fall than I wanted. All good, we're fine, we're safe. Copper ore. Thought it was strange there's like a path from nowhere right here. Where's this path like coming from? Okay, great. Okay. Yeah, this Frostmain Hold quest, I think this is like really dangerous. So yeah. Brunel Village, great. Got that. Explore, that's where you want to go. There should be some quests here for us to do before we do Frostmain Hold. Yeah, well, probably what we'll do is this episode will probably go the length of how long this Hearthstone cooldown is, unless there's a good stopping point before that. We'll probably wait until that is up. I need to kill a bunch of stuff for these guys. That's what I want. Perfect Stout. This also need to go up into Frostmain Hold for that quest. And then this I need to mess with the Thunderbrewers. Okay, so here let's sell some stuff. These crag boar ribs and chunks of boar meat. Might as well not sell them because I'm about to get a whole bunch more. And that's that. I can put on that. Yeah, it might be worth selling water, honestly, almost. But we're gonna be close by to this vendor, like as we do these quests. So don't need to, worry about it too much. We're gonna be really close by, so it'll be easy to sell quickly if our inventory does get full. But let's attach this to our mace. It's gonna increase our damage a little bit, and let's go to town. Gotta kill a bunch of these guys. This is much easier and safer than going up to Frostmain Hold to finish those quests because there's casters up there, there's dangerous enemies, whereas these, oh sure, they do some damage, but you can easily take them on one at a time, no real risk involved. So, that's what we'll do. Kill 8 Snowbirds, 8 Elder Cragboars, and 6 Ice Claw Bears. Amazing how big this boar is compared to my person. That would be literally terrifying. You'd just die. But not Padme. Holding strong. Tiger's Eye, great. Copper ore over here. Want to avoid these leopardoms, level 10, 8, 9 kind of range, so a little above us. We could definitely kill one or two if we had to, but prefer not to. Little dangerous. Little dangerous. Sneak over here, get this copper ore. Oh, this quest actually is not the one I'm thinking of. I was thinking of the one up on the hills here. I think this might be Frostmain Hold, this cave here. It is, okay. It's a cave, it's scary, but it's not the area I was thinking of, so maybe I can go in there soon. This one's up on the top. What level are these trolls that I'm viewing over here? Level 7? Oh, okay. Maybe I could deal with that. We'll finish this quest, this killing these beasts quest, and we'll see where we're at. If we're really close to level 9, which we should be by then, we'll probably get to level 9, then maybe do that quest. Yeah, we're stunned, we have a bubble, we have a healing potion, feeling pretty strong. We can probably handle it. Yeah, going to another cave on the second episode of Outer Starting Zone stuff. That sounds like a good idea. Gonna need to be careful over there though. I'm pretty sure these guys use ranged attacks, so running away is not as good as it would be otherwise, so definitely gonna have to be careful. Probably should eat this well-rested food. Might as well. Yeah, inventory is definitely an issue, but we're managing. We're doing okay. Come on, bear, don't aggro on me. Okay, nice. More crag boars. That's what we're kind of strapped on here. Some copper ore over there. Ooh. Ooh, at the very least, that I think that is worth vendoring, I believe. So, might be worth sending to the tailor too, but it's not that good of a robe. Gets outclassed really fast, so might not even be worth sending to the tailor. But certainly worth vendoring. I think that vendors for probably silver, at least. Gonna need to kill them. 2 boars and a bear over there. We're done on snow leopards though, so trying to avoid snow leopards. I'm gonna go to this blacksmith hammer. They're cheap to buy and I don't need it right now. I really am not needing this water. And if I'm gonna buy water again, I'm gonna buy more expensive water than that. So I'm just gonna sell that. It's only worth 10 copper, that stack. But yeah, really, really tight on inventory. That's just a regular crag board, not useful for us. Okay, let's snow leopard keeps running back and forth, so we're gonna try and avoid them. Aggro this bear as we run past. Okay. This broken fang is from snow leopards, I think, so we won't be getting any more of those, but we will be getting more chipped claws because we have one more bear to kill. Excellent, excellent work. Ooh, this actually I could have destroyed this and some of the other things because it's just a quest I'm gonna pick up again anyway. But I could have just not destroyed this instead. And I think I will if I stay here until that. I go into Frostmane Hold. It won't take me half an hour. So yeah, yes, space is certainly a problem. Okay, we'll hand this in. Favor for Evershine, and then we'll hold off on that because that's just going to put another thing in our inventory. So let's wait there. I am going to sell this. It's not that good. We're probably going to see like 3 of these. They're really common drops in the early zones. It's 30 copper, less than I expected, less than I hoped for, but we'll sell it. Everything else I do want to keep. Is there a forge around? No, or else I would forge up some copper. There might be a forge in that camp there, but I'm also going to abandon this quest to free up a little inventory space because I'm just going to come back and get it here. So what I'm going to go do is I'm close enough to level 9 that I'll probably level up during this excursion I'm about to do. I'm going to go over to Frostmane Hold. It is a cave. It's a cave with trolls. It's a cave with trolls that fling spears at us. But I'm going to give it a shot. It might be a bit dangerous. This could be the end of us already, but I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. It says we need to fully explore it, but that usually means like get halfway in. So, not too worried there. More copper. Oh, it's been a good copper day. There's always no mages around. Leper gnome there. Okay, so we're nearing an hour on the recording, and you know what? I'm actually just gonna double check I have enough space for this recording. do? Okay, so it looks like someone's headed into the cave before me. I'm not gonna not take advantage of that. You know, it's one of those things. It's if it's serendipitous, if someone, you know, is ahead of me in a cave or something like that. Like I'm not gonna not do it because of that. It's kind of just a lucky break for me, right? Like these things are gonna happen. If someone's literally entering a cave with me, maybe I'll like, you know, let them get ahead or go come back another time, kind of thing, because I don't want to be literally killing the same things as people. But in this situation, a little bit ahead of me, but level 8 headhunters. I can line of sight to bring them out. No Strider. I wonder what they do. Still my stuns. Still have healing potions. Still have healing spells. Not too concerned. Not too concerned. The healer. I gotta keep my stun up for healing. Oh, is he healing himself? No, he's fairy firing me. Thorns. Okay. Fairy fire, thorns. Maybe he doesn't actually heal. Maybe the first thing I saw him casting was fairy fire. I thought he was trying to heal his dying friend, but it looks like maybe he was just casting fairy fire on me. Okay. Fully explore. Oh, we have a level 38 human warrior. Not really what I expected, but we'll take it. Yeah, let's continue on. So we have to kill 5 of these headhunters and fully explore in quotes. That. Fully explore probably means just like get like. That's a hide skinner. What? Oh. Ooh, actually, you know what? Ooh. I'm gonna watch that guy. Make sure he's not gonna be padding towards me. Looks like they only went as far as here, so maybe this is as far as you need to get into the cave. Yes, that was a good guess by me. Okay, well let's that is level 11 rare. I think he's not coming this way. But definitely don't want to tangle with him. So, and didn't even see any headhunters down there. Gonna head back out this way, have a look for a headhunter over here. There might not even be that many headhunters in the cave, and it does not appear that there are. So I'm just gonna get the heck out of this cave. Gonna get out of here and kill what probably is a bunch of headhunters outside the cave. So, Snow Strider, that's a Snow Strider, that's just a troll. Where are these headhunters? From there. Okay, let's kill a Snow Strider. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like this guy uses heals, which is great. Mobs that heal themselves can be really tough. Main hand axe that deals decent damage. Two-handed mace that deals horrible damage. And a Frostman club, main hand mace that deals bad damage. Okay, well, those will probably sell for a decent amount anyway, so it's fine. But I'm really glad about this mace. It's just been awesome. All right, this is gonna be a little dangerous. Okay, that guy didn't pull with him. That's good. Gonna zoom in a little bit because these trees are kind of blocking vision more than being zoomed out is helping. Okay, let's try and pull this headhunter. So the whole trick here with mobs that have a range attack, if you kind of get like close enough that they're not meleeing you, but they're not quite in far enough away to throw things at you, they'll just follow you. So if you try and pull a ranged mob, I'll show with the next one. If you try and pull back a ranged mob and just stay at like far away, it'll just shoot at you. But if you get close enough that it stops shooting at you, but not close enough that it needs to melee you, needs to get a little closer to melee you, it'll just get that a little bit closer, and then you just keep kind of backing up that dead space, and it will follow you. Unless it's a caster, then it will just cast spells. But if it's like a throwing or shooting one, that's how you can get that. Not many headhunters. I obviously can't go into that big group in the middle. It would be nice. There's a chest and there's a couple of headhunters, but completely impossible for us to do that. Don't see any other headhunters outside the cave here, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go back in the cave because there was one in there that I killed, at least, and maybe the people that ran in before me killed some too that might have respawned by now. So I think we're gonna have to head back in the cave to kill a few more headhunters. So do that. Yeah, don't even want to try and risk like with less mobs, I might try and kill one, then run away and that kind of thing. But with this many, they would kill me. Wait, and we have a headhunter right here. No headhunters respawned yet, but I did kill one here. And there aren't any here. It's Hide Skinner. Oh, that's a headhunter, but that... Oh, Snow Strider. Kill that. He's on my way. He's blocking my retreat path. So it looks like this line of guys that the high-level carry plowed through is respawning now, so... They'll all be respawning pretty quick next to each other. Hey, we leveled up. So level 9, hitting level 9 is great. Okay, so let's see if we can, you know, there's an elite guy that I don't want to tangle with. He's around here somewhere. But there he is, yep. Don't want to mess with him. Although at level 9 we could, but not really worth the risk. The chances of him dropping anything even remotely useful. Oh god. Things are respawning behind us, just like I never wanted. But we do have our two headhunters now. Lots of things respawning behind us though, so let's get the heck out of here. Not really feeling like we're in any danger, particularly like we're killing these mobs really easily, not doing a ton of damage to us, but you never know in a cave. You never. Will get us to max. We still have 22 minutes left on our Hearthstone, so we'll head back to Bruin Wall Village, look at those quests, and probably just run back normally. We're getting some linen cloth, which is nice. First aid is actually quite useful for paladins too, because bubbling and then using first aid instead of healing spells is a good way to conserve mana and heal yourself, right? So it's actually quite useful for paladins to have first aid. So it's definitely something I'm going to level up. So and blacksmithers need some amount of linen to level up their stuff. So definitely going to. Oh. I think I need to keep some lid on this character. There are very few classes I don't want first aid on. Oh, a gun. Cool. Ooh, some more copper. And we're really getting chalked up on space in terms of materials and stuff that I want to keep. So it's definitely time to head back to town. And maybe even head to Ironforge to put some stuff in the bank. Maybe do some profession work. That kind of stuff. Something I did think about in between recordings is that the issue I can see maybe with doing a bunch of professional stuff off screen is that you're not seeing that I'm not buying anything from the auction house. But I'm just going to ask you guys to trust me on that. I might record literally everything. I haven't done anything off screen yet, but I might record it anyway and not post it to YouTube, just to have it in case there's any issues that I want to clear up or anything like that. But I really just don't think it's worth it. It's going to take up more space on my hard drive. These videos already take a lot of space, a lot of content. So I might just not. And you're just going to trust me. Know that I'm doing this for myself. I'm not trying to cheat. I'm not trying to do this challenge and cheat. No, I don't think I'm ever gonna need that. I want to keep everything else. Wow, jeez.
Talk to me. Watch your back. You got my attention.
Out. Yeah, don't. Okay, so we're going back to Steel Grill, Karanos, and Karanos. Yeah. Okay, great. Great. There's the fishing trainer, or fishing supplies, and I think the fishing trainer is else nearby. But we're not fishing. Okay. Yeah, I think the fishing trainer's over by that pool of water. But, yeah, we're fishing only on one character. That's gonna be our hunter. He's gonna be our hunter, or he's gonna be our fisher and cooker. Cooking all the meals for all the characters, all that stuff. Great. And so this quest here, Perfect Stout, is up on top of this mountain to our left. More trolls up there that have some long-ranged abilities that are I think Frostbolts, I think they cast. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a little dangerous, so I'm gonna, and we have literally almost no inventory space, so I'm definitely gonna wait to go up there until at least maybe next episode, or after I've dealt with this inventory situation. It might be worth literally buying a bag. Yeah, I want to get 10 silver to use this axe as soon as possible. That would be nice. But buying a bag might be more useful. I don't want to fight all you guys. I don't have the inventory space for your loot. But I will. Rabbit's foot or tough jerky? Definitely rabbit's foot. Okay, let's just get into town. Out of here. Get out of here. Okay. So yeah, I think we're running pretty similar in speed to the warrior in terms of leveling speed. I think we haven't done the trip into the main city like we did on the warrior, but that is okay. Okay, let's start by handing in quests and selling some stuff. A couple things I just got. We'll take the stone buckler. We actually might use that soon here. This is sending me to Iron Forge, so that's a good reason to go. We have to also main hand axe 3.3 is horrible. Quite bad. We have to go underneath here to switch out a keg with a different keg. I need to buy him a thunder ale to get him to leave. That's right. I literally don't have space for this. Okay. Innkeeper, I need a thunder ale. And I will give you some stringy wolf meat. I'll buy that back in a second. Alright, sir, please take this thunder ale and get out of here. Thank you. Okay, great. Let's go have a look at actually real quick while I'm in the inn here. Let's have a look at our paladin trainer and see at level 10. Need 3 silver for lay on hands. 3 more silver for an upgraded seal of righteousness that deals. It only... Oh. It almost does nothing. It costs double the mana and does almost no extra damage. be taking that then for 3. Blessing protection, definitely worth getting. Potion rank 2, probably not worth getting right away. It's pretty good. And that's it. That's still quite a lot. So, and you know, we're not that far off from level 10, so we're pretty strapped for cash right now. Pretty strapped. But let's head in here real quick. Yeah, let's head in here and have a look. Let's make some sharpening stones, because definitely the rogue and the warrior will make use of these. And maybe the hunter as well a little bit with melee weapons. So like a big stack of these, definitely worth doing. So okay, now we're done with those sharpening stones for the moment. Let's have a look at what we could make. 0.8, 3.9. It's not better than these, but being able to combine that with a shield, a decent shield like this stone buckler, might not be the worst idea in the world. Claymores are really nice, but not as nice as this axe, and I would need to go all the way to Stormwood to train that. Copper battle axe. Blacksmithing 35. Ooh, would that be nice? So we're definitely going to want axes anyway, so getting 10 silver to train this in the meantime, using 10 silver to train this in the meantime is not a bad idea, because we're going to want to use this axe probably for some time. Pants are really good. Pants are really good. Stone there. Of course, weight stone. That's pretty. So, let's just make 5 more sharpening stones. Just because for leveling purposes, I think. Blacksmithing actually gets some pretty nice stuff early on, so let's get this up as high as we can. Okay, I smelted up all my copper here. You can see we got really high up in mining levels. That's great. And we have tons of copper ore, or copper bars to work with here. We do need to go buy a blacksmithing hammer again, because I did throw mine out. It only costs 18 copper, so that's definitely something I can kind of freely do, is throw out the blacksmithing hammer when I run out of space. So, yeah, copper bracers are actually. I don't want to train everything here. Rough grind. Yeah, this isn't telling me much. I don't want to train all these things. They do cost quite a lot to train. I don't think I'm going to use any of them. I might use this. Yeah, I would use these. Boots, but they cost 8 copper bars. Make 1 pair for myself here. Not gonna train anything else here. This copper dagger. Sending this to my robe. Training that and sending that to my robe might be good. It's a silver to train though. Oof. 2.5 silver to train that. It's worth it, I think. Copper dagger. We need light leather. Yikes. Okay, this is something I'll do in the downtime, because I have light leather on my other character. So I'll do this in some downtime in between now and when I start my robe. But the best thing to build here to train up would be copper bracers. I want to get to level 35 blacksmithing if we can. Because we can use this right away. Silver, but we can use this right away. Let's train it. We're going to want to... Okay, we need 2 malachite, 2 light leather, 2 rough grinding stones, and 2 weak flux, and 12 copper bars. Okay. I'm going to save everything else I got and make that the priority. 10 silver for training 2-handed axes as well. And yeah. Okay. Fort silver 75. I think it's time to go do the perfect stout. It's time for that. Although I think you know, this episode's been a bit longer than I expected so far, and I think heading up for a whole nother excursion probably will take a little too long than what I want to take. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to the inn. We're gonna log Padme out for the week, and well, I'll probably log on to her a few more times and just do a little bit of sending, mailing stuff, and maybe some blacksmithing training, that kind of stuff. But I won't go anywhere outside of Karanos or anything like that. So we will stay in the inn here for the most part for the next week, and Padme is going to enjoy herself. It was well-earned rest. She did quite well today, and really had no close calls or anything like that. The Frosthold Cave was kind of a non-issue, not a problem there at all, and should be good. Blacksmithing looked actually surprisingly useful, giving daggers and stuff like that to our rogue and our warrior and weapons and stuff will be actually more useful than I expected. So blacksmithing early on actually looks like it should be useful, and having a bunch of miners mining materials in the meantime for Padme should be really nice. If you like this video, please consider liking and commenting, and also subscribing if you want to see more. If this video is a bit too long for you, but you're interested in this challenge, I'm going to be doing weekly recaps, or every 8 episodes recaps, to kind of show what's happened in the cycle of character episodes, because every episode is a new character. So every cycle through, I'm gonna do a quick recap episode and show maybe some highlights or some interesting stuff that happened, or talk about it at the very least. So that'll be a good way to keep up to date with the challenge if you don't want to watch every single second of footage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.